Okay.
So this we touched on, your favorite artist publisher. Our favorite artist is Drizzy today. We found out that his publisher was Roncesvalles, and that he was in a deal with a publisher called Cobalt. We'll just do one more quick search. Can we shout out a
Kendrick Lamar.
Lauryn Hill. Ah.
I said it first.
how do you spell Kendrick?
Kendrick.
I-C-K.
And then Lamar.
Aku stop. Aku.
You wanna stop? I'm good.
Are we good?
Do you have more stuff to cover after? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
almost done this. So we basically have Kendrick Lamar, Derek Lamar, and Kendrick Lamar. So let's see if this is the right guy here. No. This doesn't have enough songs for him. And yeah, this is more like it. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. That's the track.
Yeah.
So basically, his publisher it looks like Warner Brothers Music. So is actually there are a couple other publishers on this: Hardworking Black Folks Inc. and Top Dog Music.
Nice.
So he's working with. There were 4 other writers on that song.
Oh wow.
3 other writers on that song.
Including him.
Including him. So, what most likely is somebody helped him work on the chorus, and then 2 guys produced the beats together. So that's how you get to the number 4.
Faster. Much faster.
To make the song. Yeah, well, you know what happens. You work together with people, and a funny thing with publishing is what happened with Puff Daddy and why Puff Daddy picked up so much publishing back in the day is he'd be in the room, he'd be at the back while people were producing the song, and he'd be like, "Oh, yo, you should make like a broken glass sound there," and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, that sounds good." And he'd leave, and you'd get an invoice for 10% of the song. And what are you gonna do? Fight Puff Daddy? He's got too much money. He'll bankrupt you. He'll blacklist you, and he'd just be like, "Whatever. I was in the room." And what happens with other people is that you'll be jamming a singer-songwriter, like a guy will be playing the guitar. Another person will be writing the song, and there'll be a third person in there just rolling up with Jay or hanging out, or they happen to be in the room, and then they get their lawyers to show up and say, "Hey, I was in the room. You guys wouldn't have wrote that song if I wasn't in the room. It was part of what we were talking about. I went out to go get the lunch. It's 10%. Even though you never wrote a lyric, you never wrote part of the melody.
Just being there.
Just being there.
So if it sparked the idea of I'm hungry, also that's the
Yeah.
chorus because the lunch.
It might be in the.
They could see that. They can bring
Don't
lawyers.
Kill my vibe. Like the "Don't Kill My Vibe." If some guy was just like, "Yo, don't stop killing my vibe," and then later they came, it's like he might claim 25% of that song.
So basically they can claim.
Because it became the idea. The idea.
Anytime.
You can claim your percent as long as you can argue
But
it in
just
court.
as you
As long as you got lawyers.
Yeah. As long as you can argue it in court, then you can say, "Hey, look, I'm."
If you create the idea, yeah, like.